everybody, Mr. Place here. I got my Chicha Puffs. I'm ready to go with a motion tracking demo with the Adobe After Effects. We've already done manual with the soccer ball and the basketball. Now I'm going to show you motion tracking that the computer will do it automatically. What we'll do is drag in the clip and we'll trim this to about 3 seconds. Okay, and then we'll trim our work area here. Definitely what we want to do is we want to go up to composition and then trim comp to work area, and that will get rid of all that dead time after. Okay, so we've got 3 seconds to work with here. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new layer, and it's a null object, and we'll talk about what this means in a couple minutes. But that's an information basically layer that we need for motion tracking. Our workspace will be changed to motion tracking. So up there we change that, and then all of a sudden we get our menu that pops up. Okay, make sure we select the clip, and what we want to do is track motion. There we go. And once we do that, we can see that there's some track points that pop open. First, there's only one right now. Okay. And what we want to do is we want to grab that track point and find a contrasting area right here. We're going to use a circle on the guitar way up here on the neck. And don't forget to pull the cross over there if you forget that. We'll make that a little bit smaller, the track point, to save some time when we're rendering it out. And then what we want to do is we want to hit rotation and scale here, and then the second track point comes up. And again, what we want to do is find a contrasting area a little bit further away so it can do the rotation here. And so I'm going to pull the second track point right here, make it a little bit bigger here. It's editable, and we'll pull it to this nice circle, white dot in the middle here. Okay, and we can resize those track points, and you get that nice line that goes across here, looking good. Okay. We'll see what the whole shot looks like. Looking good. Okay, we analyze this right here, and we hit that, and what it does is it basically locks in and records the track data right there. Okay, so the motion tracking data, you can see all that aqua turquoise tracking info right there. Speaking of tracking info, look at all this info down here. It's not important that we see that right now. We can just close that down so it's not so confusing. We look and we have our red box that's following our tracking motion, which is really good here. Okay, so what we want to do is add some text. Layer, new, text. Okay, and what we want to do is know that we have our text box that opens up here. We can type in Shaftesbury. There we go. And if you look at it right here, we better selection tool right here, and we want to grab it, and we can move this around. You guys know how to do that. Yeah. But we also want to hit R right here on the keyboard so we can hit the rotation, and we want to move this up to the right angle, right so that it's sitting right on the neck of the guitar. Perfect. Look at that. Shaftesbury, nice font there. Okay, and for some reason it's not moving with the guitar. So what we have to do is we have to look at this text layer right here, and we look at the null. This is where the null comes in. What we use right here is something called a pick whip. And we pull this from the text and we drop it to the null. And this is what the null does, is boom, now it has all that information on the null. It just snaps that text right to that null object, that layer that we made. And look at that. Isn't that nice? Okay. We can put some motion blur on that too, just so it looks a little bit more natural. And if you look, if we can zoom in a little bit here, pull this in to see what this looks like. You can see that it's a little bit blurred out now, and it gives a little bit more of a natural look when it's moving. So a blurred motion. All right. Let's drop an effect on here. So we'll go to perspective, and we'll drop a drop shadow on here. Drop a drop shadow. Okay, so when we drop that in here, you can see that if this is real text laying on the guitar, it needs a little bit of a shadow. So we'll pull this straight down, the direction to about 180. So when you do that, the shadow will appear going straight down. We can change the distance and the softness too. So it gives, again, just like the motion blur, it gives a little bit of a more natural look to it. Has a shadow now. Okay. And we can change that so it looks nice. There we go. Okay, so what we want to do is duplicate this now, Shaftesbury, because we want to put rocks on the bottom of this double neck guitar right here. But we don't want to do the whole thing again because that would take as long as it took to do the Shaftesbury. So if we duplicate it and bring it down here, it has all the information that the no object layer had. So all we have to do is edit the text. So we just click on the text tool here and we just change that to rocks. Boom, pretty easy. That's the duplication of the layer right there. And now what we want to do is again hit the rotation. A little tricky here. We want to get it perfect. So we'll try that again here. Oh, almost, and one more. There we go, looking good. So again, Shaftesbury rocks. Bring that in here, and look at that. Shaftesbury and rocks, the text, are now snapped to that no object, and it's basically following the motion tracking that we set. Okay, so we're finished with this. We're going to add to the render queue. Lossless, you guys remember, will definitely be changed to H.264. And where do we send it? Output to video D, obviously. And we want to call it Your Name of Broadcasting, T1 2012. And we'll call this Motion Tracking. There we go. Looking good. There we go. Okay, we'll wait till that renders. And we are done. Hopefully your motion tracking works just as well as that.